Would that be inappropriate?
Ashy.
Let me change my shirt and put a hoodie on.
Well, it's 10 o'clock, so you
Why
really
are you
don't.
wasting time changing the shirt because he has a
Did
slight.
he not see that thing that went on that said live at the top?
Ooh, I'm back.
Girls,
Okay.
And we're 3
young
minutes
women
over.
these days.
Tonight,
Shit.
thanks for tuning into the show. We're talking about rompers. Never thought I would have that on the show. Rompers, Miss USA, Chance the Rapper, Russell Wilson, and Hot Takes. Would you say, Ty?
I saw that.
But the rompers thing, right?
Yeah.
It's very strange. Don't know why. Welcome to this week's edition of Bro Talk Live. My name is Jason. I'm here repping my Lakers because we got the number 2 pick in the draft.
Oh, what's next?
I can finally breathe because I was nervous.
That's the one.
That we wasn't going to get our pick, but we did. And Lonzo Ball, here we come. So I'm excited to buy Lakers tickets for next year's season. And plus, you know, it's a good birthday gift. So if you guys want to give me a late birthday gift, feel free to purchase tickets when they go on sale in around July, I believe it's going to be. Let's kick it over to my main man, Dex. What up, bro?
Dex, the one here, rocking my wrinkles. I am, first of all, happy birthday. Jason's birthday was
Thank you.
yesterday. He turned 29, so we have to give like a quick birthday shout out to him. And I'm here. I'm live in color.
I'm waiting for the chair. Hold up. Where's the chair? No one else wanted to cheer.
Ooh, 29. How exciting.
Okay, go ahead, Dex. Sorry.
You know, with these two, you just get like a quick text or a social media post, and that is it. Like,
ain't nobody praying for me.
And I'm here, and I forgot what I normally say when we start the show.
It's not
reporting live for duty.
Reporting live for duty. I'm here.
Tyler God, what up, bro?
You better fix
Hello, everyone. Welcome to my home. I'm proud to have you in every single week, and live for Bro Talk.
Are you like excited to show off your like a little toy that you have? Like, why you have that like up in the view of the screen?
What toy? Let me see it.
It's like one of those little fidget things that, you know, those spindle things.
This is like my favorite thing.
They cost $8 on Amazon.
D.
They do not cost $8.
How much they cost?
This one I got 3 of them for $9.
And you're a teacher? I mean, you're working at school. Why can't you just confiscate them from the kids?
Yeah, I mean,
because they probably have germs on them.
Lysol has wipes.
Yeah, I don't steal from other people's children.
It wouldn't be stealing; it'd be confiscating. That's what they call it.
Like the teachers want me to ban these. However, I enjoy mine so much that I absolutely refuse to ban it. So I always just brush the teacher off. And they're like, we really need to ban those. And I'm like, yeah. And I spend mine and walk away.
Yours. When I was in school, my teachers would confiscate my like Tamagotchi, like nano pets. They would confiscate them because they really wanted them for their damn selves.
It's probably because you was one of the people who ain't turned off the volume in yours, so it's just going to beat.
No, because I used to have like 10 of them. But it's like you need to know when the dog is hungry or when the cat needs to eat or when the baby is crying. Like you need to know. So like you don't turn the volume down.
You're such a good parent.
I'm gonna do those little stupid things. This is almost the stupidest stuff we had, but it's better.
How are you, Bill?
I've been better. My Sixers, they've been very disappointing. So much so that they called and asked about season tickets. What was I buying? And I told them they need to be giving them away.
Tell them to trust the process.
Then you hung up the phone. You didn't.
I absolutely hung up the phone. They don't need to trust the process. They need to trust spending some money to get some key players on our team and a new president, a new vice president, a new owner, and a new coach. That's what they need to trust.
And some new fans, because
clearly some new fans.
I like to once again reiterate that the Lakers had the 2nd pick in this year's draft. Once again, I just wanted to let you guys know.
Let's move on, sis. All right.
We had a really good night.
All right.
All right. Dex, why you look so puzzled?
These glasses you have on, like, what are you?
I'm giving Hollywood. I'm Lakers. I'm in LA. I mean, what do
you wonder? That's what he's giving.
You're in LA, but you're in a home. Take them off.
I'm not in a home. I'm in a suite. Okay, don't try me. Penthouse.
Bye.
Bro Talk Live.
Like,
right,
Jason,
so
are you able to see?
I can see.
I feel like these are medicated. Like you're hard of seeing. Next is you'll be hard to hear.
I need one of them little sticks.
He's medicated, all right.
I need one of them little sticks with the little red tape at the bottom. All right, Bro Talk Live around the mark. Was this Trump's worst week
Yeah.
his presidency. Here's like a little bit of a rundown of what happened over the last week. On Monday, we learned that Obama warned Donald Trump about his national security advisor, Michael Flynn. Then last Tuesday, Trump fired the FBI director. Wednesday, he met with two Russian ambassadors, and the Russian photographers were allowed into the Oval Office, probably to implant some type of spying devices on us while they took those pictures. Thursday, Trump says that he was going to fire Comey no matter what, and he did it thinking about thinking about the Russia investigation. On Friday, Trump also suggested that he has quote unquote tapes of Comey, saying that Comey better not have any of him. On Saturday, potential FBI candidates paraded in front of cameras. On Sunday, he played golf. I love how it just says golf because that's literally what he did. And on Monday, it turns out that he shared highly classified information with the Russians. Now, the Washington Post is reporting that during this meeting, which this Russian photographer took the picture, because U.S. photographers were not allowed inside, Trump revealed highly classified information about ISIS, and it was about an ISIS terrorist threat involving laptop computers on airplanes, and that Trump revealed details that came from an intelligence partner and without that partner's permission. Now, such a revelation could threaten our relationship with that partner who actually gave us this information. More worryingly, they say, is the fact that Trump allegedly revealed a specific city in ISIS territory where this intelligence partner detected the threat, which could lead to that person being killed, because, you know, stuff gets out. No, Russia has no reason to keep that secret, so they might tell people, and that person might get killed. Donald Trump decided to respond to all of the rumors of, you know, his big storytelling thing that he did with the Russians on Twitter. He said, quote, "As president, I wanted to share with Russia at an openly scheduled White House meeting, which I have the absolute right to do, facts pertaining to terrorism and airline flight safety, humanitarian reasons. Plus, I want Russia to greatly step up their fight against ISIS and terrorism." People weren't as happy as you thought they would. There are some sources that said Trump revealed more information to the Russian ambassador than we have shared with our own allies. Another source added that Trump seems to be very reckless and doesn't grasp the gravity of the things that he's dealing with. Senator John McCain, who is pictured here on the left, says that if it's
what?
No, you out of order. Don't you do John McCain that way. He is a national treasure, and you will respect him as such.
Got the mini arms.
My friends, my fellow Americans.
Maybe stiff as hell. He can't bend them elbows. He tweeted, "If true, it's deeply disturbing." Sources from the New York Times say that the information Trump disclosed came from a Middle Eastern ally who has threatened to cut off the flow of intelligence if it's shared too widely. Impeachment is once again being mentioned as a possibility, even though Vox notes that there's no chance of it happening unless Paul Ryan, the Senate Majority Leader, Mitch McConnell, decide that Trump needs to be removed from his office, which they have no spine, so they probably won't do. This was thrown up on one of Trump's hotels. Pay Trump bribes here with an arrow. They also had another slide there on that PowerPoint presentation that they threw up there on that projector, and it says, "No title of nobility shall be granted by the United States. No person holding any office or profit or trust under them shall, without consent of Congress, accept any present in emolument," I like that word, office or title of any kind whatsoever from any king, prince, or foreign state, something that Donald Trump has been repeatedly accused of doing. So guys, was this, it seems like we ask this every week though, was this the worst week of the Trump presidency?
Yeah, they didn't even get today's news there. He had an even worse week.
Yeah, like I feel like this might be, because now, before it was just like people who were like against him were like kind of like criticizing, but now it's like everybody's criticizing. Everybody's like, "What are you doing?" Like, it's getting out of control now. And then it's kind of like when he said about like Comey, he was like, you know, he better not say anything about me, or like, and he asked him before he fired him, is like, "Will you be loyal? Are you going to be loyal to me?" He's like, "What the hell? You can't say stuff like that. Like, that doesn't make any sense." So it's kind of like this. You're really
Donald Trump thinks like he's running The Apprentice. That's what he thinks. He thinks it's The Apprentice. That's right. Why.
Every week he's been firing people. Like, he's been doing it. Like, for the past 3 or 4 weeks, he's fired somebody. And some of the people were like local, like inside of the White House, and it's not as big of news, but like we know what's happening. He's firing people every day.
So the Democrats finally have what they need to get Trump impeached, even though they don't have the numbers to do it. and the Republicans won't do it because that memo that came out today. That Comey,
the memo of James Comey when he said that he had recorded literally every phone call that he had with Trump.
Yeah, and it says, and he recorded and shared with people in the FBI how Trump asked him to be loyal, asked him to drop the whole Flynn
investigation.
Yeah, so that's definitely impeachable, but it's not going to happen. But it is if they wanted to.
Bill, any thoughts on this week for Trump?
There's so many thoughts. I feel like you all watched the series Lemony Snicket's series of unfortunate events on Netflix. I
don't watch that series, but I love the movie. The movie was excellent.
I feel like he's Captain Olaf, like he's Captain Sham. Like you're just doing anything at this point. And when like he gets called on the carpet, he got that Mr. Krabs meme. He's just like, and so now he's like trying to figure out something else to do. Like he's
got that new SpongeBob meme actually.
I don't think he has the Mr. Krabs meme. I think that's the problem is that he doesn't have that. He doesn't care. Like when
I think he has that new SpongeBob meme where it makes you sound really stupid. Like someone says, "Oh, you're in cahoots with Russia." He's like, "Oh, I'm in cahoots with Russia." Like I feel like that's the meme that he represents.
That's what he does though. Like he thinks it's funny. Like he doesn't care about anything. He's just like, I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm gonna make excuses about it, and you will deal.
Did you see the interview he did where he told that judge, the former judge lady, the one that talks like this? She's like really obnoxious. She was like, so are you moving faster than the White House briefings? And before she even finished the question, he was like, yes, absolutely, I am. I'm moving so fast. We're just gonna have to cancel it. No more White House like, girl, nobody in the White House is moving that fast if you don't have a seat.
He's tripping.
I know he also did say like you can't really expect people to be super accurate because he's moving so fast. Like you can't really expect a lot of accuracy coming out of our camp. Like yeah, we can't. Like that's
what he does is he'll send people out there, and they'll clean up his actions with a reasonable. I mean, it does sound stupid, but it's reasonable enough. And they had to really, really reach for that explanation. And then he'll get out there and directly contradict them. And embarrass them. Like I think he thinks this is a game.
They're like,
he's not doing that on purpose.
We went through a tribunal, and we found that Comey, he didn't have any more, legitimacy. It was never the president's, it was never his idea. We all voted. And he come out and he's like, no, it's absolutely my day. I was going to fire him from the beginning. I hated it. What?
And it had nothing to do with Russia. It had everything to do with Russia.
Nothing to do with Russia. People out there like, yes, it had everything to do with Russia. They think he colluded with Russia. Trump comes out. He's like, no, it didn't have anything to do with Russia. He never spoke to Russia. He doesn't know where Russia is. He doesn't know. He can't even spell Russia. He can't speak Russia. He doesn't know. He doesn't know Russia. He doesn't even know rush hour. Okay. Like, what? What are you saying?
I think he watches and then directly says the exact opposite.
They said Spicer might be on his way out. So
Spice Girls.
If Spicer knows what's good for him, he'll leave. Wow.
Did you say Spice Girls?
Might be.
I feel like that's like his entourage. Like he's Spicer, and like his crew, like his fans, are like the Spice Girls.
Like this, whatever credibility he had is no longer in existence. This man walked out in a briefing with 2 different color shoes on.
Looking stupid.
Sir, who allowed this?
Looking stupid.
Kellyanne Conjob went on the news, and they said that they heard her like going, ew, after she got done defending Trump, and then I have to take a shower because she knows damn well Trump is a piece of crap.
I would thoroughly enjoy. Like, it sounds bad. Like, you want America to do really, really well because you're an American, but I would thoroughly enjoy if all of them were indicted, like, and thrown into a prison. Like, that would bring me utmost joy.
I would love for Trump to go to jail. Lock him up.
That would be a stunt.
All right, next up, is Chance the Rapper's apology enough? Chance offended some people when he was caught liking this picture on Instagram. It was a picture posted by a world star of Fashion Week with some curvy women. And he liked a tweet that someone had posted that says, just puked. And so someone screenshotted that, threw that thing up on Twitter, and people were pissed, including one Gabby Fresh, who from MTV. She said, Chance, why? I loved you. Someone also said that it might be fake, But Chance decided to clear it up himself. He said, "This isn't fake. I accidentally liked an offensive comment on IG. I apologize to anybody hurt by it, and it doesn't reflect my character." People didn't want to give Chance off the hook, saying it's kind of hard to accidentally like a specific post like that. But it actually, I mean, it's not that hard. I mean, if you're scrolling through comments, your finger just slips. But it's Chance's apology enough.
First of all, Chance should not have to apologize. He's out here redeeming you children, and so you all need not disrespect your pastors like that. Okay? That's number one. That's the first. He's out here. You all are singing about how great our God is, and you all are in deep worship, and he's out here getting y'all into heaven, and he accidentally, maybe he purposely, who knows, whether he liked it or not. And his like, even if he liked it on purpose, does not say, I condone what they're saying. It says, I might think this is funny. I like it. I like it. Chance doesn't even need to apologize. What you all need to do is ask the Lord's forgiveness for dealing so nastily with a saint.
Todd, was that too offensive? Should Chance have apologized more profusely? What do you think?
No, his lie of an apology was enough.
His lie. So you think he actually did it on purpose?
He thought it was funny. He did it on purpose, and then he was like, "Oh, it's probably bad press." And it was like, "Oh, it was an accident." Owned up to it to look honest, and then because he could have went with the "it was hack" thing, but he knows that was overdone because he's very intelligent. So he decided to go with the "it was an accident." I apologize, and then people will forget about it soon. I mean, you can like what you want.
Okay, Dex.
No. Why is it always me? Like, this is not okay. Like, you liked it because you meant it, and I'm not gonna believe this BS apology. I don't care how many children you're helping out. I don't care how many checks you're signing. You are a mean person. You fat shame these women. You think that's disgusting, and you have to own it. People always
fat shame him. He didn't do it.
Yes, he did. He liked it, and liked it.
So you saying liking something?
How do you accidentally like an insult?
I mean, it happens, no?
Get the hell out of here.
A person has every right to puke if they see someone that they don't like.
Beyonce's mom did it not too long ago. She liked something that was throwing shade.
She knew what she was doing. It was an accident once she got called out and once she got caught. But when she liked it, she liked the shade.
It was like something shade against Jennifer Hudson, and she accidentally liked it, and she wrote this long post about how she loves Jennifer, and she would never do anything like that. So it could happen.
Oh, please.
I don't understand why.
I have really accidentally liked things before.
On several occasions, I've accidentally. As a matter of fact, this morning I accidentally liked something. I was like, ooh, 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 ooh.
I'm like, real quick.
I've accidentally liked a post, like, because my feed didn't refresh fast enough, and I liked somebody's stuff that I've been.
The conversation over. You can't
I've had that, but it's never happened on Instagram where a person's comment was liked by me. I've never accidentally liked the comment. I don't think that's
you're scrolling through, and someone also said, well, why is Chance scrolling through comments? I'm like, well, that's a little creepy. Like, why do you he doesn't have a right to look through comments and look at people's responses?
But it's interesting that that's probably the only accidental like that he made, though. Well, how come you didn't make any other accidents? Like, I don't buy it.
Maybe he did, and maybe no one else caught it because it wasn't a big deal.
Sure.
I'm just throwing it out there. Bill, you said Chance the Rapper's like me, like, so I mean, I'm just sticking up for my mans. It's my bro.
I feel like the way he's like directing things, like he be like shuffling on the stage. Y'all are like the same person at this point,
but they're not the same.
Here's the thing. I feel like
Chance was also like an offensive comment.
Right, and Chance was on acid. He would. I have him down for like throwing, bird nests out of the window, killing birds. Jason's over there doing cocaine. I don't know, what's happening over there.
These glasses are definitely saying that there's something wrong.
He's got these glasses. His pupils are dilated right now.
I got my Chris Browns on.
His birthday was yesterday. He has on these glasses. I'm sensing trouble in paradise.
Yeah.
Trouble.
But just to one more thing with this Chance thing, I do see Jason and Chance as being very similar to each other, but Jason wouldn't accidentally like a comment because, like normal people, he would screenshot it and send it to his group chat to laugh at. The issue here is that Chance doesn't have any friends, and we need to be concerned about that.
Well, so wait, if he ain't no friends, listen, Chance, Pastor Chance, come on over here, Reverend, I'll be your friend.
Oh, we should
reach out to Chance and get him on the show.
No, I want him to like, replace one of you guys. So who would like to be replaced by Chance?
I mean, he reminds us of you, so.
Oh, you can take my spot.
Chisel thoughts.
Chance thoughts.
You guys are so dirty. After all I've done for you, do you see anything wrong at all with? Do you see anything wrong at all? Do you see anything at all wrong with Russell Wilson's Mother's Day post? Got a lot of flack for it on Instagram. He posted this to his baby mama and wife, Sierra. Nothing better than spending time with you. You are an amazing mom. I thought I said man. And I'm so grateful I get to spend the rest of my life with you and raising our kids with an S. I love you. Happy Mother's Day. Weekend, my love, at Sierra.
There's nothing wrong with that.
People saw it. They didn't like the fact that he threw that S on that back of that D. And they decided to correct him, saying, stepdad, you can call him your son, but you did no work to make that child, so try again.
No, someone else said, out of here. Who do you think you are?
Like what?
I run my family how I want to.
Since you is married to her, yes, you should claim baby I guess they missed the T, future. But if y'all were girlfriend and boyfriend, I will be giving you the side eye, wrote another.
It's always the people trying to go off can't spell worth nothing. You like,
right.
Like if you don't step up your vocab before you come for somebody, like what are you doing for a living?
The people that have a problem with him saying "our" needs to get a damn life, another commentator wrote. And someone else said, Russ, go worry about your done career. The man's child can never be yours. Yeah, so guys, do you see anything wrong with that post that Russell did and see the reason that people?
No, it's perfectly normal for you to have a blended family and accept that as your child, or you can treat him like a stepchild and he can grow. And then you'd be like, oh, well, he's not doing this for future son. He doing all this stuff for his kid. Like, get the f out of here.
Because if he would have had with a D and didn't add that S, like that would have been an issue. I would have had an issue if he would have done that. Like people would have really been pissed if he.
So if he just would have counted his own kid, you would have had an issue with that.
Absolutely. Like if you marry someone, you marry their family. Like, and if she has like a child, like that's your child too. Like you have to marry into that. I think.
Right. I don't know how many of them on Instagram ain't even taking care of the kids they got.
They don't. They got like 6 or 7 baby daddies, and they talking worried about him claiming and stuff.
And the fact that Russell posted his Instagram Mother's Day post before Future even posted one, it speaks volumes. Like that's, I mean, you're the father of the child. You barely posted something.
Did he
worry about Molly's and
He posted something like at 11:59, and then he deleted it.
Future also went about posting other Instagram, tributes to his various baby mamas. So it wasn't just Sierra.
Various.
Various. As well. I'm sure he's fine. Okay.
Various with an S on it.
All right, moving on. Last but not least, the last hot story we're going to talk about for this week on the timeline. Should Miss USA's statement overshadow her victory? If you haven't heard, Miss USA is, for the second straight year, an African-American woman. And this year it was Miss DC, Miss District of Columbia. She was asked on stage one of those stupid questions that I don't know why they ask questions. I mean, like, who cares? When she was asked whether she felt, quote unquote, affordable health care for all U.S. citizens is a right or a privilege, she replied that it was definitely a privilege, saying, quote, as a government employee, I am granted health care, and I see firsthand that for one to have health care, you have to have jobs. So healthcare is a privilege, she says, in the United States. People didn't like that, saying a brown girl won Miss USA, but she thinks affordable healthcare is a privilege and feminism is man hate, so she's canceled. Speaking on that feminism point, she said, quote, I try not to consider myself this diehard, I don't care about men type. Women, we are just as equal as men when it comes to opportunity in the workplace. Firsthand, I've witnessed the impact women have in leadership in the medical sciences, as well as in office environment. She claims that she wants equalism instead of feminism going forward. She tried to clarify all of these points on Good Morning America with Michael Strahan, who's getting his money out here. She said, quote, I'm privileged to have healthcare, and I do believe that it should be a right. And I hope and pray moving forward that healthcare is a right for all worldwide. When she was asked would she give a different answer if she could go back, she stated, I would love to clarify, really hone in on a couple of those suffixes and everything. Let them know, hey, I am privileged to have healthcare. And I just want people to see where I was coming from. having a job. I just have to look at healthcare like it is a privilege. Should her statements take away from her win?
Can I ask, why is Miss USA even important? Why are we still bothering with like these pageants?
I actually thought the same thing, because I'm thinking, if objectification of women is the problem here, we don't broadcast the Mr. USA, we don't broadcast the Mr. Universe pageants, but for women who don't want to be objectified, it seems like it always comes down to, oh, hey, let's watch the Miss USA tournament, watch the Miss America tournament every year. So you do have a point. Good point. Dexter, Ty?
I agree with her. I do think healthcare is a privilege. I mean, like, everybody doesn't have it. It's something that like people are like working towards like getting. Currently, having healthcare in our country is a privilege. Like, there's no shade. Like, that's what it is. It's a privilege. It should be a right. Everyone should have it, but everybody doesn't. So it's currently a privilege. Like, I don't understand like the issue.
I guess the way the question was answered, is healthcare a privilege or a right? That's the way the question was answered. Not like, is it currently, is it like, is
but
it?
If you look at yourself and you know you don't have healthcare, or you have to pay an arm and a leg to get healthcare, or now that you know some of these different things are being passed, maybe you won't even be able to get healthcare depending on your pre-existing condition, including pregnancy. Like,
I think she just should have said on stage, then it should have been a right. Then she should have.
The way she answered the question is not. I think is not what she meant. Like I think she meant it like it's currently a privilege, but it shouldn't be.
That's how I took it.
But that's not how she said it. Do you understand? She said it like it's a privilege.
She said, I believe healthcare. She said, I believe universal healthcare is a privilege, not a right. That's what she said.
But that's what it currently is, though.
But that's not what the question was. It's not. I understand what you're saying, but the way she phrased it made it seem like it should not even be a right. It should be a privilege, because you have to have a job to have healthcare. And that's the way she worded it. It's just,
it was weird. No job, you ain't got no business with no healthcare. Like,
that's how people took it.
If she said it like that, I can understand why people will have an issue with it. But I think even if you take a step back,
I think now she's clarified it. It should be over, right?
I agree. I don't think it should take away from her winning. Really, I don't even think the question should have been raised again afterwards. Like, that takes away from her winning. You know what I mean? Like, this is a big deal. I'm an African-American woman. I won this, which I think she 2 times in a row. It's a black woman who did this. Like, talk about that. Talk about something like relevant. And I'm a little disappointed that Michael Strahan would even go down that path. Obviously, he didn't prepare the questions, but that he, as an African-American man, would go down this path and try to like break the girl down on television. Like, why would you go that path?
I just feel like he wanted to at least give her a chance to clarify, which was fair. I mean, she needed to clarify.
I mean, I guess, but like, I wouldn't have, me as a journalist, I wouldn't have taken that route.
Okay. Well, he's where he's at, and you're in Bros Talk Live, so shout out to you. Good job.
I'll go to the Portia Williams School of Journalism.
People are also pissed that she made up a term called equalism that really does not mean what she says it meant. And she kind of denounced feminism, saying that it's kind of man hate. People are saying she kind of set the feminism, community back with that statement. Do you think that?
I disagree with that. I think that.
You think Miss USA set the feminism movement back as she's standing there answering questions in her bathing suits? Like, what?
God forbid.
It's actually kind of funny, like, if you think about it, it's like really ironic. However, I get where she's coming from, because although feminism is a wonderful thing and blah blah blah, it can
I'm so convinced.
it can come off a certain type of way depending on who's representing it. So I think she was saying more that we should focus on being equal.
Okay.
More than we should focus on being feminist.
I'm glad she had the opportunity to clear the air. Because, she definitely, the way that she worded things on that stage was not, I think, the way that she wanted them.
Well, it was enough for her to win, so she must have did something right.
You think they actually take the answers into account when they're picking that winner?
Well, clearly not. If you got to have a whole interview reiterating every statement you made the very next day, I guess not.
Time for Q&A. Ty?
Yay. Q&A. You ask us your questions. You Q, we ask. That's how I would say it. I'm sorry. I was doing something. You ask us your questions and we answer them to the best of our abilities. Because we really do care about what you think, and we care about helping people. And this is our way of giving back to the world with our advice and based on our life experiences. I apologize. So today we have person.
We have 2 repeats from last week.
We did promise. Well, I wouldn't say promise. That's really strongly worded.
We take them back under consideration.
Yeah, we're putting them back in the pool to be considered. That's what we promised. So we have person, family, place, my business, thing, journal. Sound interesting?
A little bit.
Not really.
Okay. We have person, boss, place, work, thing, busy work.
No.
I believe. I thought.
Job.
Yeah, I think those were the two from last week, right? Or that one.
I think so, yeah.
We have person, family members, place, birthday, things, gifts. And last but not least, we have person, stepdad, place is wedding, and things walking down the aisle.
Definitely feel like we want to do that one.
We definitely should, because I think people specifically asked us that because of our status in life. So let's do that. And let's look at that one first.
Oh my God.
My dad and my mom my dad and my mom separated when I was about 3. And 3 years later, my dad moved across the country with another woman. I've always visited and communicated with my dad, and we still have a decent relationship. However, my stepdad has physically been in my life since I could remember and played a bigger role in my life than my bio dad. I'm getting married in a few months and would like for them to both to give me away. I haven't had the conversation with my bio dad yet, but my sister told me he mentioned to her that he didn't want to share the moment with anyone. I do intend on having the conversation with him after he finishes paying off my dress, of course. And I'm not sure how I should start it off. When my sister got married, she wanted her mom and my dad to walk her down the aisle, and he caused a big scene, refusing to walk her down if he were not doing it alone. I will not feel comfortable with my stepdad, who's also helping pay for the wedding, being at my wedding and not giving me away. How should I handle this situation? And would I be wrong if my dad causes this? Where I messed that up? If my dad causes the same scene he did at my sister's wedding, but I don't bend. Meaning, if he refuses to share that moment and my stepdad walks me down the aisle. I don't know why we would have expertise on this.
That's interesting. I feel like you should just have them pick straws. And
it's your wedding. Like, they have to bow. To be honest with you, like
I agree with that advice. They do it. They do it.
That's to bow to what?
That's for you.
It's your wedding. They just dress.
The other one's gonna pay for this wedding. Like, you're gonna pay for this stuff, and then you're gonna get up and you're gonna walk me down. Y'all can do rock paper scissors to see who starts and who finishes. But both of you are gonna walk me down. I'll start with one of you, then you can sit down, take your seat, and then the other one get up and finish walking me on down. Or y'all can do it together. It's up to you. But you both are walking me down. Like, that's it. That's it.
Listen. This is your wedding. You have a dad and you have a stepdad. Your stepdad raised you, has every right, and he's helping you pay for your wedding. He has every right to walk down the aisle with you. Your real dad moved his ass across country with his new family. You're still including him. That's a blessing on his end, that he's included. So he needs to walk with you. And if he doesn't want to walk, he can sit down.
Exactly. If you wanted to be the only one, he should have been your only dad, and he should have never left the picture. And I mean, I'm sorry, that's the way that it is.
So yeah,
some nerve.
I think that he I don't know why he thinks he has the right to dictate how things go. You have two dads, they can both walk you down the aisle, or one of them can volunteer to sit down. It's that simple.
That's like that episode. That's like the episode of, what was that? Vice Principals, when the dad came back in the picture trying to tell the kids what to do, and the kids like, "What the hell is she?" Like, how you just gonna come back in the picture and start giving orders? Like, excuse me,
you're not my daddy.
That's right.
All right. Let's do this one. I'm sorry, we're just gonna have to say those other two for another week because this is a little better.
All right. I've been with my husband 5 years. I have a daughter from a previous marriage who is now 8, and a 4-year-old daughter with my husband. Every year, his parents and other extended family acknowledge my younger daughter's birthday. Last year, on her birthday, when an aunt asked for our address so that she could send money, I requested that she not send anything because our children are noticing and it causes hurt feelings. We requested they treat the girls the same because they are sisters. She promised to include my eldest. Well, that didn't happen. Again, we are sent a card and money for our younger, and my older had received nothing. I would like to cut these people from our lives, but my husband feels torn. What do I do? I mean, I think that that's a little dramatic, but
that is very dramatic.
What do you
think? So I have a little, as one having more than one, there will be things that like will come to the house for my younger sister or like my cousin or like me.
I thought you meant you had more than one kid. I'm like, what?
First of all, holiness is right. I'm living a holy and separate life over here. Okay.
So that means you don't have kids, or you don't have kids you know about. Like what is it?
Mind your business, okay? I feel like if you, I'm not understanding you. Like, do they share the same birthday? Like, why are you concerned that when one has a birthday, the other one's not getting anything? That's what birthdays are.
But it might be like Christmas and stuff like that too.
I mean, listen. This is the conversation my grandmother had with me. Here we go. Words from the wise. Don't nobody owe you nothing. Okay, you need to sit her behind down and let her know. These.
So you just talked to her like she precious, and you're Monique, and you're wearing her out, sitting in that chair. Don't nobody owe you nothing, girl.
That's your kinfolk. You want that? Your daddy moved across the country. You need to call him, tell him pay for your wedding dress.
I feel like
I understand the family's dilemma. We have a similar situation in my family, but I do go out of my way to treat the stepchild as if that is my nephew as well. And so we do things for him as we would, but they're not obligated to do so. But at the end of the day, you're not obligated to do so. But I think it's a little dramatic to cut them off. I think you just have to, as a parent, make sure your eldest daughter is getting what she needs. Like her not getting anything from Aunt Tutu shouldn't be a factor if she's getting enough from you and your husband. So I don't see why Aunt Tutu also needs to include her. Like if she doesn't, she doesn't. Plus you can, if like she's sending her a card, you don't have to give it to her.
What? So what you're just gonna take the gift from your kid instead of just telling or reiterating?
I will put return to sender and send it right back. If you feel like you didn't like how things were done in your house, you can send it back.
I ain't returning no money. I'm gonna take that money, put it in my pocket, and take that card, throw it in trash.
I think you should.
put
Honestly,
it in a little savings account.
You can take the money out and send the card back.
You should cut ties with them. Like you really should just stop communicating with them. And the only reason I say that is because this goes to that same situation with like Future and or Sierra and her husband. Like you can't do stuff like that when children are involved. And I know we're looking at this and we're like get over it or whatever, but like she really shouldn't have to get over it, and neither should the child. And if the kids are noticing stuff like this, then that's a problem. Like you really shouldn't do one for one child and not do for the other, no matter how the age are or how they were brought into this world. This woman has 2 kids. If you're gonna send something for one of the kids, you need to send something for both of the kids. Like I didn't have a situation like this growing up or anything like that, but when people like we moved away from it, like a lot of my family, and when they would send one person something, they sent all 4 of us something. If you can't send all 4 of them something, then don't send nothing at all. And if you continue to disrespect my rules, I asked you not to do it, then I'm not going to speak with you anymore.
Well, they're not obligated to send anything for the other child.
Don't send nothing at all. I'm asking you nicely.
You stop. Stop being bitter because you're not with the other dad. Like that's all that boils down to is you just being bitter, and you have nothing to do with your child, so you being bitter. No, don't be bitter.
I don't think it's bitter. It's just rude as hell. Like I just don't like that.
So when you marry somebody, you marry them. It doesn't necessarily mean that your aunts have to marry them too. So if the aunts think that let me finish. If the aunts think that the baby is not a part of their family, that's her separate family with somebody
else. You're not a part of my family.
That's not part of her family.
You're not a part of my family then, because this is my family.
You're sending things to my house that I asked you not to do, so
I
would finally send it back.
But not, someone that's married in. Like,
well,
I understand.
Outside your house.
Yeah, like,
Like for instance, if I'm not, this isn't true or anything, but if like my cousin married somebody and I was the godparent of their kid, but they had a kid previously, I'm gonna give a gift to my god kid. I'm not necessarily going to care about the other kid. Like that's
a problem. And if
it's my godson,
like you can't do it. I'm asking you not to do that. Don't do it. That's like if I have a child and I make
just don't give anything. So you rather than just not give anything then?
Yeah,
it's like when the child is questioning. So no, because
the child saying that's my godparent love
the child to be questioning like, so why didn't such and such give me anything for my birthday? Like then what do you say? Like no, that's nonsense.
I would say because aunt such and such wasn't giving things to your sister.
I'm sending it and you will deal.
No, it's a matter of you want fairness in your household, and you have at the end of the day, whether you agree or you disagree, you have the right to run your household however you feel like it. So if I'm telling you that I have equal opportunity for both of my kids and not to send anything, either send something to both of them or nothing at all, which is a fair request. Send something for both or nothing at all, and then if you're choosing to send stuff to one, I'm choosing for you nothing at all, meaning you will send it and you will find it back in the mail in 3 days.
How is it a fair request that I send something for this child who does not have a birthday on this day when I'm sending the other child whose birthday it is?
Because they're noticing that on my birthday, I'm not getting any gifts in the mail.
That's your business.
Because you're not my relative. Like,
and you could be like my siblings, which literally all of our birthdays are a month apart: October, November, December.
We're like that too.
So I know last month you sent something, and this month you ain't sent nothing.
Because it wasn't. Because it's not, the person who I sent it to's birthday wasn't last month. It's this month.
But it's my rule. But the key point that you guys are missing is it's her rule and it's her household.
Thank you.
You can't.
But I'm gonna send whatever I want because I'm my house.
You don't send what you want to my house.
What the hell is wrong with you?
You want to bet?
I'm gonna send a bomb back to your house.
They will send an anthrax to the White House. I mean, nobody told them they couldn't do that. They will send an anthrax to the White House and all these other senators. They ain't asked to see.
I'm sending it regardless. I don't care what. That's your business. You run your house how you want to. But over here in my house, I'm sending it because I wanted to have it.
You can't tell the Jehovah's Witnesses. You can't tell the Jehovah's Witnesses not to knock on your door. Like they can still knock on your door. Like it don't matter. Wait.
I know we need to move on from this, but Jason and Will, you guys will both stop this because I'm a big fan of sending out Christmas cards. I begged y'all for y'all addresses to send y'all Christmas cards, and y'all refuse to give them to me. So don't say you can't stop people from sending stuff to your house.
I didn't give it to you because I didn't want you to have it.
See?
Because I didn't want your face plastered in my mailbox.
See what I mean? See what I mean?
You could have still sent it. You could have got my address from Ty.
I will give you William's address.
Oh, don't worry. I got both of your addresses now. You will be getting Christmas cards full of glitter.
And guess what? If it ain't no money in it, I'm dropping the card in the trash.
So sound off on Facebook and Twitter. Let me know if you would... If you had a situation like this where one of the children is actually a relative and another one is a kid from a previous relationship, if you would give gifts to both of them during their birthdays, or if you would just give gift to the one that is your actual relative. I'm interested in hearing what you're saying. Hit us up with the hashtag Bro Talk Live, Facebook, Twitter, and we will read your responses. It is time for Jizza Time. Jizza Time. Jizza Time.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Ty, why'd you look up at the clock? Why you look at the clock to see if we had enough time for it? I saw you look up. That was like an instant reaction.
I was seeing how much time we had left because we could have done another question, but here we are, just in time. We had to knock the. See, our fans are communicating with us directly, and they have questions for us that we're not answering because we had to make room for Jizz time. Like, does that make sense?
We really should do a full-on Q&A episode because people love Q&A.
Like that makes sense to Jizza, Jason, that we knock our fans' needs aside for his own personal need for God.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Excuse me. We have a fan that wants to know how we sound off on Facebook. I literally just got this text message.
Just write and use the hashtag Bro Talk Live, and we will grab it.
Or you can just post a question.
Or you can, or you can just comment on our page. Go to the Bro Talk Live page and just write a post. Appreciate it. Ty?
Oh, this seems familiar because I read it personally, but you guys didn't. So I'm just like, we did this already. Okay. I don't currently keep a journal, but a few years ago, when I was upset or depressed or confused, I would write down what I am feeling and then throw it away or stick it in the drawer. It would help me calm down. It also wasn't representative of what I felt all the time. I have subsequently found out that members of my family have come across some of these papers, read them, and discussed them. they started asking questions about my personal feelings, some about them, some about other people. Is it my responsibility to deal with their feelings over something I never meant them to see?
Nope. Tell them mind their business.
I would say yes, because like I personally, I don't keep like a journal, but like I write down thoughts often in my like phone. And like if somebody came across it and they like read the stuff like about them and they wanted to know like, well, why did you say this? Why did you say that? I think it would be kind of like a good way to like express and kind of get those feelings out instead of keeping them like bottled in. I think it would be more therapeutic for you than it would be an explanation. Like you would just be kind of explaining or talking to them about like your feelings and your emotions, your thoughts. And I think that's a great thing to do. I wouldn't take it as an approach of them being like coming at you or whatever, and just don't allow them to do that, but really just express like how you feel and how you felt at the time when you wrote that. And I think that'd be a great conversation.
I personally, number one, writing things down and like writing the letters and things like that, but not sending them is a great way to express your feelings toward someone about a situation that you don't want to necessarily address. But it is your responsibility to make sure you discard those things. If you did not discard those things and they did run into them, unfortunately, now you kind of do owe them an explanation because you should have gotten rid of that. Like you write a letter to someone, but you don't send it. You just get all the feelings out, but you have to make sure either you keep it locked away so they can't get into it, or B, that you destroy it. But if you didn't do that, now you owe them an explanation because they're reading something about themselves and they're thinking you're harboring these feelings toward them, and you can't not explain that, especially if you care about that relationship. Although they were being nosy, they were wrong. They should not have been in your stuff. They should not have been reading your stuff. However, unfortunately, you left it so that they could see it, and people is nosy. So therefore, you do need to explain it, in my opinion, especially if you want to keep up with that relationship. And I would explain that it was something that I wrote as a means of therapy for myself, and it was not meant to be seen. But since you did see it, I did feel this way at the time. I'm over that now, and me writing that down is what helped me get over it. And it's really that simple. But I do think you should have it.
Would you address it like out of the blue, or would you wait for them to say something to you before you addressed it?
I would wait for them to ask me about it.
Same.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Now just the time, or no?
Now just the time. Bill, you have nothing else to say about it?
No, I agree. I mean, I wouldn't. I'm not just going to walk up to you. Hey, so I heard you read my such and such.
Hope you enjoyed
it. By the way,
I'm gonna let you think whatever you're gonna think until you come and ask me. Then I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna start off by telling you should have been minding your business. Not
I will start with you should have been.
That's the number one. I'm gonna let you know you should have been minding your business. But since you were not minding your business, here's how I felt. And next time, mind your business so you won't be all hurt.
I will start the sentence off with, well, first of all, and then
or give them I didn't mean any harm, but
all right, time for just a time. We're going to do some hot takes. So I want like opinions on whether or not something is going to be great, something's going to fail, or something's going to happen or not. It depends on each question. So they're bringing back 3 shows for this upcoming summer lineup on TV. Will and Grace is getting rebooted, as well as this new show called Beat Shazam, which seems like it's kind of like a name that tune type of game with Jamie Foxx.
That's gonna fail.
And Superhuman with that's not Dev Patel. That's that's guy from Harold and Kumar.
That's the other one. Kumar.
Who's the other one?
This is terrible.
You know, he used to work in the White House.
Yeah,
I did know.
He was a White House intern, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, something low level. Yeah, that's Kumar. Is that
what are you
Kumar?
getting at? Like, do you not like brown people?
Is that Kumar? I'm brown. What are you talking about?
You're black.
Is that? I'm brown.
They consider.
So what are we saying? What one of these are gonna fail, or what are we saying?
Yeah,
they're
like
all gonna fail.
No.
One of these isn't gonna fail.
No. One of these out of the 3, I'm working with them. They're client. I'm working on the campaign for them. They're absolutely not gonna fail. Beat Shazam is gonna be amazing, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you check out Beat Shazam. It's gonna be an amazing show. Jamie Foxx is hosting the show on Fox this summer. You will love it.
Oh.
Somebody got a new job at 5.
And after you're done loving it, you will get over it, and then it will be done.
Wow. Okay. So you think Todd? Didn't you like Will and Grace? Wasn't that your show?
I did not. Why do you think I watched Will and Grace? I used to watch Grace Under Fire. That's what you're mixing that up with.
And Reba. I swore you watched.
I did watch Reba.
Love Reba.
I thought Will and Grace was part of that lineup.
No, Will and Grace was not a part of that lineup.
Yeah.
I've never seen an episode of Will and Grace, but I think I've heard like really good things about it though. When they said the reboot or whatever, because they were always supposed to.
I did hear it was funny though.
Yeah, they were supposed to do like a 1 hour special or something like that, but then they got like turned into like a full on season. I think it's gonna be great, especially with I think 2 of the characters or one of the characters like gay or something like that. So I think that's gonna work wonders with how things are going in the world now with the progression that we've made with homosexuality and like acceptance. So I think the show will be great.
I mean, I might check it out.
Though, you can take a seat, sir. Unless they start working with me, then they can.
The Superhuman show is supposed to be like a talent show where they do.
I'm good. And why is he hosting?
You didn't even hear me finish doing it.
I don't think he should be hosting a show. Like
we have American Idol coming back. We don't need this.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea. It's not a good move for his career. I always feel like that's like when your career is over, you start hosting game shows and that kind of foolishness.
Talent shows are really like dying. I don't.
So wait, Superhuman is supposed to be a talent show?
It's a talent show where people do like outrageous things. Like people can like hold their breath
how
really
Ripley's Believe It or Not is done. Just bring the show back if you want it.
Yeah, I guess it is kind of like Ripley's Believe It or Not. Yeah,
we can already cancel that.
You can cancel that now because anybody watching that.
Cancel that. Another one we can cancel.
These rompers are finished. Like,
let me tell you something. I bet not catch and nobody walking down out the street. I know one of these.
You better not be walking around in no Mel romper with a fur.
Oh,
like
what
are you?
A shorty. What? You don't go have a.
Okay. So with this romper thing.
It sounds like it's a dating app.
This is the reason why, like, okay, these pictures are very bad.
Like, that ass sounds like gay porn.
It really does.
So, like, if you guys are watching, if you guys are listening to the podcast, like, you obviously can't see the pictures, but just Google it, and it's probably the first thing that comes up. The pictures are not flattering at all. However,
don't Google romp him at work. You might lose your job.
Nonsense.
If you Google romp him at work, you will experience gay porn.
But look, when I was doing research on this, I saw like.
How much research did you do, Dex?
I Googled it, and I like this. But they were
at work.
Dex, no, the question y'all asking the wrong questions. Dex, which ones did you order?
The polka dot one.
Look,
in the fur.
Let me finish.
The unicorn one,
like full on like outfits.
You know damn well Dex has that polka dot one coming in the mail.
First off, if I were to
unicorn horn, he gonna wear with that unicorn horn and some Timberlands.
with the high socks. Wait, you're talking about me? Let me stop.
If I see somebody with that on, I don't know what I'm going to do.
So
no, these are bad, but like they have full on like a suit kind of situation on of, and they look like one of those like Dickie sets, and it didn't actually look bad. It looked normal. It was kind of like what Michael Myers used to wear. And
but
it was
I still don't want to see anybody with a Dickie set though. Like I don't want to see that.
But it's a more. I think it's gonna catch on.
I think it won't.
I hope not.
Jason, what do you think?
I'm not personally going to get one.
No.
But they have been on runways and stuff like that recently, and I guess
that's what I'm saying.
Cam Newton wore one to Coachella. But I'm personally not going to wear one.
Look at his black ass with a romper and a.
I think I'm too tall to wear. Like, what the hell would I look like? My tall ass in a romper. Like what?
You look
like your nutsack is coming out of that thing, and it's like, yeah.
But you're not wearing the shorts. You're wearing a full one.
You have no business with that on.
I feel like these romp hymns are going to be in this. The people that wear these are going to be the same people that's wearing crop tops.
Look, it's coming because they got $97,000 of their $10,000 goal. So they've already got 9 times more than they asked for, and it's 27 days left.
How to get some of this money though? That's what I need to understand.
That's what I need to create something stupid to wear.
You don't like that fur joint? I think that fur joint is kind of smooth.
You would.
Yeah, y'all have my glasses. So cute.
They're gonna be wearing those open-toe Mel flip-flops.
Monique went to the Apollo and she decided to cuss out everybody. She said, "What's that black D connected to? That black man?" So no, I wasn't blackballed. I was whiteballed by some black dicks who have no balls. Thank you, Mr. Lee Daniels. Thank you, Mr. Tyler Perry. Thank you, Miss Oprah Winfrey. I know they like to say Monique. You talk too mother effing much. It would kill me not to say the real S. You are not paying me equally. You are not treating me fairly. So you can suck my dick if I had one.
You know,
guys, will Monique get another job in Hollywood?
It's funny you mention this because this is the first time I'm actually seeing or hearing the actual words that she said. And I'm not fat shaming here, but all I can remember from that video is when she threw her arm back and like it was a lot going on.
Like, some action.
A lot of extras. And I couldn't like pay attention. So they probably didn't even hear what she said because they were too distracted by
jiggle.
All of that.
You know who you sound like? You sound exactly like that guy who got fired on Fox News. That white guy. The white guy.
Bill O'Reilly?
There we go. You sound almost exactly like Bill O'Reilly.
This is like when he was talking about Maxine Waters.
Yeah, like did he sound exactly like that?
That's hilarious. He did.
You can get fired off of Bro Talk because of the backlash.
You know it's coming. Watch that video and tell me you don't see the same thing.
But you can't talk about Chance the Rapper and then fat shame Monique.
Look, I didn't say I wouldn't like to. Look, I'm not fat shaming anybody. I love everybody. I'm fat-ish.
It makes two of us. Yeah, you know I'm not fat shaming nobody.
So will she get another job in Hollywood or no?
She has a job there.
She can get a job. Did everybody think about those three?
Oh, Lee Daniels said she was blackballed.
That's it. She
I want Lee Daniels in the seat because I can't stand. Jesus, I can't stand that queen.
Oh, another queen that I can't stand. Dex's BS report.
Oh wow! I was not expecting that actually.
Oh my god!
I'll be quick. There is a teacher, Pamela Stinger, who's 33 years old.
No, thank you.
Who's actually, she's a drama teacher, and her and a student were caught in the back of a car by police officers. The police officers figured something wasn't right because they were like, nobody's in the front seat, but we see people in the back seat. They knocked on the window and noticed that the 15-year-old student was in the car with his pants down. So she immediately told them, like, I'm just mentoring him. There's nothing sexual happening. He then told them, like, that's not quite true. And no, they didn't. They were like, that doesn't make a lot of sense. So she said, okay, let me come clean. I was driving this boy home, and he decided to seduce me and pulled his pants down. I was mortified, and I didn't even know what to do. So they were looking at the little boy now. Then the 15-year-old boy's like, wait, let me be honest here. She was driving me home, and then she started to kiss me and give me oral sex or whatever. And one thing led to another. We had sex, and we were getting ready to go for round 2 when you guys interrupted us. There is a man in Florida who's 65 years old, and he wants to put out there that, like, yes, his lover was killed, but he wants the jury to know that he did not murder his lover. His lover was murdered because they choked while sucking on his private.
That's enough. That is enough.
What I'm talking about.
And wait, I have one more story.
Did you find that story when you were looking up romp hymns?
And look, one more story. There is a woman named Nicole Harper who put a heartfelt Facebook message out about airlines and how she would never fly again because she was embarrassed. She said she was flying on the airlines, an American airline, and she told them that she had to use the bathroom. They told her, we're not going to stop the plane. Like, you have to sit down. The captain then put the seatbelt signal on and told the woman that, like, you just have to hold it. Long story short, the flight attendants came over and gave the woman a cup and told her to pee in the cup if she has to go so badly. She didn't end up peeing in the cup.
They didn't say it like that. I'm sure they didn't say it like that.
Well, that's what she said. I wasn't there. So she peed in the cup, and then then she said it was already mortifying to her because she had to pee in the cup in front of her friends, her family, and strangers. And then the flight attendants came over and they started to shame her for peeing in the cup in public and told her that because of her, they're never gonna have to be able to fly this plane again, and they're gonna have to have the hazmat team come and clean it up. She said she did not make a.
That's the auto order.
Well, anyway, she did not make a mess, and blah blah. Anyway, this is the first week that I'm like completely in the know on all the issues. I'm really proud of myself.
But wait a minute. I need to understand. That story?
Well, that stupid story that Dex made up in the Rompers story, I didn't know about that. But everything else before that, I did.
Oh, okay.
No, I knew about the Rompers. I didn't know about that stupid gay story with the choking on the penis, whatever the hell Dex was watching. And came up with that.
I knew about the teacher. I heard about.
I knew about the teacher. You know, I always stay in the know with those little stupid issues.
Come on. Nonsense.
It's probably made up.
All right, well, it's time for seats.
If you work in a school, nobody wants to sleep with these kids.
Okay.
Nobody want to be nowhere near these kids.
She should
nowhere. They nasty. They germy.
You don't. Nobody would be nowhere near these kids. These stories ain't. I don't believe these stories.
They fake.
No, they're all real.
Dex, what happened with that plane? Did they end up suing her or something? She tried to sue the airline. Or did Dex die again? Okay.
Dex must ain't pay his cable bill this month.
You know he didn't.
Comcast.
Or he did, but he has Comcast.
Comcast is flat in his face.
Because you can pay $1 million with Comcast, they still fool with your stuff.
Still,
they like the cable version of Sprint. You got to cuss them out, or else you ain't gonna. You got to.
No All right, choice. Time for seats. Bill, do you have any seats to give on this week?
I actually did. I actually, excuse me. I wanted to seat.
Get it out.
Right there.
Okay. A devil trying to catch me up. Loose here, Satan. I wanted to seat number 45's administration for just trying it in such a new like I haven't you on the spot declassified information that should not have been declassified, and you told the Russians. You may as well have also told China and the North Koreans. Like what? Like I don't get it.
Ever since he came in, it's always been this weird infatuation with Russia, and then he does something to validate it like this. It's just so strange.
Like I feel like his favorite world leader is like Mussolini. Like what is wrong with this man?
Only thing I can't get over the way Trump says China. Like I don't understand why he keeps
China.
Yeah, and it sounds like he's saying China, like and China. Like, well, how are you saying that?
He does. He says it with like a. It's not a CH sound, but it's like a soft G sound. Like
yeah, it's like China.
You know, he says his fingers with the
his little ass hands. He goes China.
Baby hands.
Baby hands.
That sounds like a really bad rap name.
Dex, you back now? For real?
I am back.
Okay.
I think.
Do you have a seat?
Oh, God. Yes, I do. So I've been trying.
Bill, you were done, right? I'm sorry. Bill, you were done?
Yes. I'm
okay. So I've been doing this thing where I've really been trying to like eat much healthier, like actually like dieting, right? So because I've been doing that, and this isn't so much of a seat, it's more of like a rant, if you will. So I've been trying to do this thing where I diet. So my behavior is just not how it used to be. Like I can take a lot of crap from people. I really can. But today was just not the day for me. Like at around like at 1 o'clock today, the only thing I had in my body was a protein shake, some blackberries, and a salad, right? So like when I'm getting emails like you can't get things through your brain and this, that, and the third, and it's just like I lost it today. And it's just like I'm not even the type of person that like loses it, but like you're not gonna disrespect a goddamn email. Like I it was so bad. And then I went to the grocery store, hungry as hell.
But no, what'd you say though? What'd you say to them?
Huh?
What'd you say to them?
Very nasty. Very nasty.
If you ever say to me that I can't get something through my brain, you know what we do? We put a little blood in your mouth and move forward.
Because it's rude. Like, why? It's just like I just work in my industry. It's a lot of people who just really don't know how to channel their anger, and they just, I guess in the world, period, and they just say anything, and it's just like usually I can take it or whatever, but like
not me. You'll learn the very first time that I'm not the one.
And then today I was at the grocery store, which is like my favorite place. I feel like I go to the grocery store because I know I'm gonna find a seat in the grocery store. So I go in the grocery store today, and I go in the quick checkout lane or whatever. And the girl is in there. She didn't ask me for my Price Plus card. Like, girl, you're gonna take this number so I can use my coupons that I have loaded on there, and so I can get these gas.
Dex, they told you last time you went up in there she wasn't getting credit for these damn coupons. So you stop
like, why are you
go every week because you're gonna give me this credit.
Stop harassing these people.
So everything worked out with the gas rewards and the coupons or whatever. But my issue was the way she bagged my grocery. And like a regular Dexter wouldn't mind it, but a hungry Dexter was very irritated. You do not put sea salt and and salmon in the same bag with each other. And then she put my my rice cauliflower, which is in a plastic container, in there. You're gonna smush my salmon, you idiot. So like she has to be seated for that. Like there's no her ashy knuckles knew better than to like throw all that stuff in that bag like that. I know there's training.
Did you correct her when she was bagging that stuff?
I did. I said, "You gonna put that all in the same bag like that?"
And what'd she say?
Oh, I'm sorry. And then she fixed it.
Okay, so what you want her to do? She
no better. No better. I shouldn't have to say I was hungry. Like I want to be home cooking. You had me sitting here schooling. You had a bag grocery. Come on now.
Dex, do they have grocery bagging training at grocery markets? Like, is that like a training?
They used to out there. They used to. And here's the thing. They actually used to have like an entire college that taught you how to bag, and like there was like a convention that taught you how to bag and like bag and tag and all that kind of nonsense. Now they just ragtagging them and throwing their tails on out there.
You just like seriously, they would throw bread in the same bag as freaking
with
milk,
soda and eggs,
and it's like, just like okay, we'll deal with it. You gonna make French toast anyway?
How did like
Bill? What they have in that bag? Soda, eggs.
They be throwing in that. Let me tell you something. They take your Lysol and put it in there with your bread and your Pepsi. Tell you to have a good day. I've never seen the kind. You walking down the street trying to figure out why you got toothpaste in the same bag with trash bags, and then your ground beef is in there too. No, man. Maybe you take the daggone toothpaste out, and it's all bloody from ground beef blood, and now you got blood in your mouth. Never understood it.
What grocery store you must be going to shop right?
No Giant.
Save a lot.
I can't take y'all.
I do have a seat.
Go ahead.
I'm not racist or anything. But this
what they say. You started off like this.
But this is the third time this year that a white woman has almost hit my car, and it's like actually a white woman hit my car, and then this morning on my way to vote, a white woman comes flying out, chomping on gum, bumping her gums on the phone, swinging out and about to hit my car. Now it just irritates me to have to be around these people. I mean, not these people.
Wait, speaking of what Ty just said, as I'm leaving the grocery store today, I'm driving straight down.
Did a white woman almost hit your car?
No lie, a white woman driving past. Like you know how there's like lanes, like parking spots or whatever. This woman is driving
just barrel. Whatever, as if nobody else exists. Like it's like nobody else, no one else in the world. She didn't even like stop to look. Mm-hmm. She just drove right out as if she owned it.
Barreling through.
Like, excuse me, this is not your grandparents' estate. You need to look around for other people.
The crazy part about it, when this woman did it, she didn't even see me. Like I'm driving straight through normal, like on the like how I'm supposed to be driving, and she's cutting through parking spots. She's on the phone going off, and I'm just like, I almost died here because of you.
On the phone, like she had no disregard for my. Like, she didn't even pump her brakes. Like she continued.
Kept going.
Like, yes. Me tipping over and rolling and crashing into a building had no bearing on what she had to do. It was not important.
That's your problem, okay? It's not her problem. That's your problem.
Clearly. Not her problem.
Not at all.
And I was just really irritated by that. So that was my seat. I'm seating whoever that is. I'm sorry. I'm not racist. I had nothing to do with her being white. She was just inconsiderate.
It just happened that she was. And you think that had a lot to do with why she got away with what she wanted to do.
Right. I wish she would have heard this cursing I had for her.
Oh, come through. Yeah, I know it was a good one.
I'm going to give a seat to Congress. It seems like we're never going to get to a place where enough is enough and an offense is impeachable. Like it seems like this whole thing that they talked. Remember when the whole thing was Hillary with emails?
Right,
like,
right.
Imagine like how little that is compared to the stuff that's happened since he took office. So it's just like. People do their own agenda.
Can you imagine if Obama got his black ass up here and did this stuff?
I'm just tired of people thinking like there's morals for one set of people and they don't apply to other sets of people. So I mean, if it's a fireable offense, or if it's an impeachable offense for Obama to do it, I just don't understand what. And everyone knows it. Everyone knows that this is corruption. Everyone knows
the difference.
Yeah, but like, what's the deal?
Here's Jason. I know this is your seat, but here's what really pissed me off, because Barack Obama was a constitutional professor at the Harvard University, and this imbecile is Joe Schmo off of Fifth Avenue in New York and doesn't know a thing about the Constitution.
Mr. Trump.
So you all want to peddle that constitutional nonsense when 44 was in office, but now you got this orange Cheeto dust bathing, ridiculous man who would sleep with his daughter, cheated on his wife with his mistress, who happens to be a porn star. She's out here laying her body out in the street, and now
go. Please unplug. Turn us off.
Good day.
What you say, Dex?
Good day.
We got to go. Like, you cannot be talking about the damn president like that. Just going on the president.
But I can. He out here selling us down the river to Russia and North Korea.
But do that in the group chat. Don't be doing it on like the internet.
Wake up in chains, Bill. We gonna wake back up in chains.
I'm just trying to figure out. Like, I really do.
For Mazarasha.
I really want to know when enough is enough. Like when, like honestly, like when is enough enough?
When he pisses off the right person.
Yeah,
but like, why aren't they like Congress?
Because he didn't do nothing to him yet. He keeps going and going though, but he's gonna get the right person. I don't quite know who it is, but he's gonna piss off the right person, and they're gonna send his ass back to New York.
The seat goes to the Boston Police Department, who tweeted this out earlier this week. #because we care. Our officers had a great time doing the DAP and talking publicly safety, talking public safety with the kids from the Linden School in West Roxbury. So they're doing the DAP. The DAP. You ever heard that dance? The DAP?
Well, given the population that's sitting there doing it, I
not the dab, not the dab X, but
look
the
at
DAP.
who's out there dapping.
I said, given the population, they probably don't know what it's called either. So,
doing the DAP, like
that probably is the DAP.
I just love how the quotes are around doing.
That's like
the DAP,
the internet, the Facebooks.
All right, that's my seats. You guys have any other seats to give? Are you good?
I'm a prepared seat with visual and all that. You can't do that.
It wasn't prepared. Just do it. Don't forget, like, subscribe, tell a friend, and comment. Be sure to comment. I like comments because comments like engagement. Comments and views and likes. Those are our favorite things. Appreciate it.
Yeah, gives us validation.
Yeah, and retweets. Just as long as you just say our name. That's really all that we want. Like, that's your payment. Like, we're giving you the show for free, giving you entertainment for free. All we want is just to acknowledge that you listened. Like, that's it. I think that's too much to ask. Thanks for Bro Talk Live. We appreciate each and every one of you for watching.
Wait, can I swiftly
I have a rant too.
I really quickly want to shout out Mother. Yesterday was Mother's graduation, and she secured not her first, not her second, not her third, not her fourth, but my mother secured her 5th degree yesterday.
Five time degree holder.
Okay, she was a 5-time degree
holder.
You can't see her.
It's a terminal degree. Mother has a master's in business administration. This is a terminal degree. So, like, shout outs to my mother for securing degree number 5. Shout out to my track team for being number 4th overall in the public league. Out of like 40 teams, we are number 4 overall. Shout out to Alex. He is also, yet again, for the 3rd year in a row, all public. I mean, yeah, he is on the all public baseball team. And shout out to his mom, Sonia, because today is her birthday. Happy birthday, Sonia. Thank you for watching.
All of that, all I can do is cook some damn salmon. Get it together, Lex.
Can your mom be the spinneroonie for us one time? Just in honor of Booker T.
She would like at this point she has to do it. Like just a real quick slap off these like little shoulder back.
Ty, you said you had a rant?
William Cat said all that positive stuff and ruined it.
Yeah, okay. That's good.
Oh, when I'm requesting y'all prayers, my flight leaves tomorrow, so y'all just pray for me.
We just pray that you can get back.
When's the last time you've been to work?
Don't ask questions. Can't ask them kind of questions on air.
You gonna work off somebody who got some vacation coming up next month?
I'll be at work tomorrow. Thank you very much. But then I'm leaving. Get to the.
I just hope they allow, because they're not allowing brown people back in, and they're kicking off. Make sure you don't bring no birthday cake, because I think
extra brown. He really ain't coming back.
Let me tell you
someone
something.
kicked the family off for having a birthday cake.
Let me tell you something. The Bible says neither death nor life, nor hell, nor principalities, nor angels, nor demons can separate me. Let me tell you something. I am Finesse King. I'm getting back in here.
He might be saving you. You might want to stay away, because we might all be in chains tomorrow.
Well, I'll judge that from the sandy shores of Panama. And if
Donald Trump,
Vladimir Putin is coming over, I'll go there selling scarves and beads.
All right. Well, if that's all for Dex, for Ty, for Bill, my name is Jason. This has been another edition of Bro Talk Live. Check out the podcast on iTunes, subscribe, and also check us out. Our clip videos on Facebook, and also the 5-minute recap. Have a good week.
I love how